It's what you did in class today. Videotape some of it if you didn't see it. You should know in 2 and 3 and 4 I did the problems. These are the answers. Okay. I used a decimal for number 4. Okay, 3 and 4. And then number 5 and 6. These are the answers. Okay. For 5 and 6. Remember, you need to find slope first, and slope is the change in y over the change in x. And then you can substitute in, do point slope, y1 minus y2 equals m parentheses x minus x1. It's number 5 and 6 there if you didn't. Okay. Here's number 7, and I'll do number 8. And what I did in my other class was tell them to circle the dots as an oval and split that circle in half. And the 2 dots that split the circle in half are the 2 dots you should use. That's called a line of best fit. So if you draw a line right in there, it cuts the circle closest to a half oval, closest as half as possible. Okay, so you use those, and you use the change in y, which is 4 and 2, 4 to 2, and 0 to 2, 0 to 2. Subtract, you get 2 over negative 2, and your slope is negative 1. I put 1 here, your slope is negative 1. Okay, and you choose a point, and they chose this. It doesn't matter if you choose these 2 points or 2, 2 or 0, 4. I'm going to choose 0, 4. Okay, my other class chose 2, 2. So, use your formula y minus y1 equals to m parentheses x minus x1. And this is x1, y1 here. Substitute y1 in, which is 4, put it there. Y minus 4. M here, negative 1, put it there. Negative 1 parentheses x. And x1 is 0. Put 0 there. Okay, you can choose any 2 points you want. In class, I've mentioned that. You could have chose 0 and this way. You choose these 2 points here. Doesn't really, this is close enough to center. That's fine also. Okay, so y minus 4 equals to negative 1x minus 0, add 4, you get y equals negative 1x plus 4. Okay. You choose any points there, but the closest to the middle would probably be somewhere there. Yeah, we cut that in half right there. Okay. So I would choose this point, which is 1, 7, and 4, 8. That cuts it in half. I believe we did this I showed this video in class today. So you got change in y over the change in x, which equals change in y, which goes from, oh, I'm sorry, this is wrong right here. This is 8, 4, like that. It went from, the y is 7 to 4, 7 to 4, and 1 to 8, 1 to 8. So your slope is 1 over negative 2, or as the decimal, use a calculator, put 1 divided by 2, you get negative 0.5. So here your slope is negative 0.5. and choose a point. We choose 1, 7, right? 1, 7 is either 1, 4, 8, 1, 7. Your answer will be in the end be the same. And okay, and then here you would use y. Actually, you don't want to erase your line of best fit right there, but you can. I need to erase this so I can do the work. Y minus y1 equals to m parentheses x minus x1. Y minus 7. 7 is y1, and x1 is 1, equals 0.5 times x minus 1 here. So y minus 7 equals 0.5 times x minus 0.5. Use a calculator if you need to. Use a calculator here. Put negative 0.5, add 7. You should get a positive 7. Okay, y equals to 0.5x plus 7, or somewhere to it. Now you can choose other dots. You don't have to choose this dot. You can choose, if you draw your circle, you can choose this to this. Either way, 2 dots that work within that circle. Number 10, you choose a graph in there, okay, and draw the line that cuts the graph in half, somewhere there. That didn't include any of the dots. So I would say there. So these 3 points, you can choose any 2 that you like. Those 3 points are awful. They're not whole numbers. But you can use calculators. Now, you can also go from here like that, cut it in half, and these would be the 2 points you use. Okay, because it's within there. This is called the line of best fit. So that's 1, 1, and 2.5 and 3. Okay, so you would do the change in y over the change in x. Change in y went from 3 to 1, 3 to 1, and then 2.5 to 1, 2.5 minus 1. So that's 2 over 1.5. Use a calculator. So 2 divided by 1.5, 1.33 repeating. So 1.3, the slope is 1.3, no 1.3. Okay, so we're going to round it to the nearest tenth. And we're going to use 1, 1 as that point. Go y minus y1 equals to m parentheses x minus x1. Okay. Y minus 1 equals to 1.3 times x minus 1. Y minus 1 equals to 1.3x minus 1. Add 1. Add 1. That's 0. Y minus 0 is 0. 1.3x. And that's also 0. Minus 0 or plus 0. Or you can say it's 0. 1.3x plus 0 is 1.3x. And that's your answer. Okay? Number 11 is the same way. Circle. So look, these 3 dots, you choose the 2 that works for you best. I choose none of these because they're decimals. But hey, let's work with decimals. Or look, we can choose our own. You draw the line, you choose your own. Let's see. I can choose this one, 1, 1. Okay, and okay, which one is close to it? Aha. Right here, what's that? That's 7.5 and 7. Oh. Now, might as well use the other one then. Okay, any point, I'll choose this one. 6.5 and 6.5. Okay, can't avoid the decimals. Alrighty, change in y, 6.5 over the change in x, 6.5 minus 1, 6.5 minus 1, we got 5.5 over 5.5, m equals to 1. Hey, we'll use 1, 1. M equals to 1, and we'll use 1, 1. Y minus y1 equals to m parentheses x minus x1. Y minus 1 equals to 1 parentheses x minus 1. Y minus 1 equals to 1x minus 1, add 1, add 1. Y equals to 1x plus 0. 0 plus 1x is 1x. So that's our answer. Well, that's almost like the top one. Okay, this one here, circle the dots, split them in half. Okay. I choose 1, 9. And I'm going to choose another dot that's not there. That is, oh my goodness. None of them are exact. We'll just use this one. 3, 8. Okay. Alright. It goes from 9 to 8. The change in y went from 9 to 8. Change in y went from 9 to 8. And the change in x went from 1 to 3. Change in x went from 1 to 3. 1 over 2, negative. Alright, and then so my slope is negative 1/2, and the dots I'm going to use is 1, 9. Okay, so y minus y1 equals negative m parentheses x minus x1. Y minus 9 equals to negative 1/2 parentheses x minus 1. Okay, we're going to use 0.5 1/2. 1/2, we're going to use 0.5 here. Okay, instead of a half, I'm going to use 0.5. 1 divided by 2 is 0.5, okay? You need to know that part. Half is the same thing as 0.5. 0.5x minus 0.5. Y minus 9. Add 9 to both sides. Use your calculator. Negative 0.5 plus 9 you will get a positive 8.5. And that's 0 minus y minus 0 equals to 0.5x plus that. And that's our answer. And that's it.